Hey, this is Root Dog. I'm up here in the hills south of the San Gabriel Valley where I live here in Southern California. And this is usually where I come and go for a hike. It usually takes me a good hour and a half, depending on how fast I'm walking, to hike up to the hill, down the other side, and back. But as I was hiking up here, I thought I'm just starting, so I had some comments to make out here. This is the San Gabriel Valley. The mountains in the background there, that's Los Angeles National Forest. On the other side of that is the Mojave Desert. And down below here is City of Industry. I live somewhere down in there. Oh, by the way, when I was a kid, we used to go ride our bicycles up in the hills. There was nothing there. And I'd go play around in the hills there, and hike and all that stuff. It's pretty wild. Further out that way, going west, is Pasadena, and further to the left, there's a bush in the way. On the other side of them hills, right here is downtown LA. This is a good 20 miles from here still. On a good day, you could see the tops of the high rises, but we got a little haze or something going on here. Now here's something I wanted to comment on. Right straight ahead there is the county landfill. That is Puente Hills landfill. And the way they say, as the story goes, it's filling its lifespan. It's getting full, and they're looking for another place to dump all the trash. That's been there for as long as I know. I remember going there with my dad every now and then and dump stuff. If we pan over to my right over here, back to the hotel, that's San Jose Hill that it's on. Now that used to be a landfill too. I think it was before my time, but the hotel was actually built on a landfill. Smaller one. Over here, it's another set of hills. Now that there is the famous BKK landfill. That was a private landfill. And that is also a toxic waste dump, or it was a toxic waste dump. I think it closed about 20 years ago. I think the plan was to build another golf course on there. So we shall see. But for being a toxic waste dump, see all the housing built around it? There's even a street around there. One of the neighborhoods called Aroma Drive. Real nice. That's I think that's Walnut. That's the city of Walnut out there. So we're running out of landfills. There's one more county landfill, and I think that just closed a couple years ago. And that's farther out. I think that's farther out that way. That was out in Pomona. I think that one's shut down now. It's full. But now there's a proposal out there to haul all the trash from LA out to the desert. And you got the environmentalists up in arms about that. But it sounds like a good deal to me. You load the trash up on trains and you send it out into the desert there. So I was looking into it, and the site is an old iron ore pit mine owned by Kaiser Steel. So it's got the infrastructure there. It's got a rail service. It's got a train that was used to haul the ore down to Fontana, down to the Kaiser Steel Mill. So, and you got, gee, from the look of the satellite photos, probably about 3 or 4 gigantic pits out there in the middle of the desert. It's between LA and Arizona. Now, there's also a little town out there. You can look it up on the internet. It's called Iron Mountain, and that was a company town owned by Kaiser Steel. There's also a little golf course out there. But there's a little town. It's kind of abandoned now. It's pretty much a ghost town. But the mine's still there. Kaiser Steel still owns it. And they're trying to get approval to haul the trash out there, which is, I think, an excellent idea. But you got people complaining about that being close to, within 2 miles of Joshua Tree National Park. Now, I don't know how many of you know where Joshua Tree is, but it's out in the middle of the desert. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. Personally, if you look closely at the landfills here in the city, it can't be any worse. I don't see what the objection would be. You got these landfills going on right here, surrounded by homes, businesses, and fairly clean operations. Especially that one right there. That's a toxic waste dump. There they accepted anything at one time. Bring it in. So I don't see a problem with opening a trash dump, a solid filled trash dump out in the middle of the desert. Out in the middle of nowhere. What are you gonna do with those big holes in the ground now? Might as well fill them with trash, and one day you could probably get methane gas out of them. Methane generating plant. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. You got 2 cents on this? Send me a video, send me a comment. I think it could be done. I think it's a great idea.